This segment brought to you by Kansas Grain Sorghum, growers working together. Find out more at kansasgrainsorghum.org. And here we are again.
Tiptoeing through the tulips.
I was just going to do that. Tiptoe through the tulips.
Michael's too young to remember that, isn't he? Tiny Tim.
Yeah.
Remember when Tiny Tim got married on Johnny Carson?
Yes.
Yeah, that's really dating us. I was 5. I don't know. I was maybe 2. Maybe I was just 2 years old, but I remember it when he got married on Johnny Carson.
I think I had just been born.
Yeah, exactly. It was a long time ago.
Yes. Well, then of course here in Topeka you can tiptoe through the tulips. Because it is tulip time, it's going on, and that's at Ward Mead, and of course up on Elevation Drive, and let's see, in Gage Park, there's a new tulip garden there now, and so it's really a great thing. This is something that really Gerald Binkley kind of started at his home up on Elevation Lane, and he had, I mean, literally thousands of tulips that he planted, and they would come up, and people went up there. And it's now expanded because now it's out at Ted Inslee Gardens at Lake Shawnee, which Gerald, of course, also had a great deal to do with getting that developed and all that. Amazing, man. So, and I think this spring is a little more conducive to the tulips staying around a little while, because I know a few years, the tulips would come up and be, oh, great, and then it'd be 85 degrees for 4 or 5 days, and the tulips would go, we're done now. Yeah. So hopefully this year the tulips will survive a little better, and you're going to be able to really see some nice stuff. Yes, there is an admission charge, it's like $5, but what it does is that buys more tulip bulbs, and it helps maintain the garden. So
yeah, keeps everything going.
Well worth
it. Botanica down at Wichita, they've got tulips too all over Wichita. So wherever you are, look for the tulips in bloom, because there's a lot of places. If you're not here in Topeka, we'd love for you to come see us. But if you're not in Topeka, there are a lot of places to go. And of course, there is Wamego this weekend.
Oh, yes. Can't forget. I mean, you know, here we go, Dutch bulbs in Wamego.
Right. Dutch bulbs.
So tiptoe through the tulips.
Take your ukulele.
The discovery of gold near Denver brought many through Wamego on the Smoky Hill Trail in the mid-1800s. In 1863, the Kansas Pacific Railroad began building the main line for passenger and freight bound westward across the plains. Seizing this opportunity, the Wamego Town Company founded and laid out a new town site, Wamego, along the proposed rail in 1866, 150 years ago. Wamego's annual Tulip Festival starts 150 days of celebration for the small town with a big experience. Chamber Director Megan Umscheid said events through September will highlight the town's history. The city park has been the center of the community for decades, and the windmill has been its focal point. Constructed by a Dutch settler, the mill was dismantled and hauled by 35 horses to the park. The mill, in turn, inspired the planting of tulips, and when organizers were wanting to start an arts and crafts fair nearly 30 years ago, they were inspired to take advantage of the park's scenery, and the Tulip Festival was born, and it has blossomed. A juried show, more than 130 vendors come from throughout the Midwest to share their wares. This is as much as to buy as there are tulips. Food vendors include items from the land of Kansas. The park is so much more than a grassy space. With the mill, other historic buildings, including the museum and the children's train, the park is a real destination. The children's train is another tradition that was saved by the community when it needed to be rehabbed and operates free of charge from mid-April through mid-October. Join Wamego in celebrating 150 years of an awesome community at the Tulip Festival or other events throughout the year. Check out their website and Facebook pages for schedules.